I guess it's the afternoon right now. It's 11 o'clock, so it just depends on when your day started. Mine started at 2 today. So at 2 in the morning, my smoke detector in my bedroom decided to start chirping on me, indicating that it was going out and need to be replaced. And in my bedroom, my smoke detector is literally 16 feet up off the ground. So I purposely bought one of those kind of, I don't know if it's a gorilla ladder, 35-pound, extension ladders. And at 2 in the morning, I can tell you, I'm not going to drag myself out to the garage to go get it, haul that thing up, fold it out, and try to get up there and replace it. So I moved to a different bedroom last night, fixed that this morning, and leaving that ladder up until I am confident that that smoke detector is fixed. If I get through tonight, get through 24 hours, I'll put the ladder up. That's how my day started. I'm pretty sure that smoke detectors are rigged to go off at the most obscene hour of the day because I have yet for one to go off during a normal hour. But anyways, this week, let's get into it. We'll start with mortgage applications like usual. Purchases down 1%, refinances up 7%. So again, we're seeing a lot of activity in refinances. They do make up 34% of the business right now. So I feel this does speak to the strength of, well, I won't say strength, but the fact that consumers are stretched right now. And this is their opportunity to help them out financially. So refinance is a good avenue for people to consolidate debt right now with the amount of equity that they have in their homes. Jobless claims, continue to report those. Initial down 8,000, continuing up 8,000. So again, seeing this back and forth every week with initial claims, just no consistency in that report. Now, last week we talked about Walmart and their sales earnings, which are a really good indicator of how the economy is doing, because when Walmart sales are good and they continue to go up despite inflation, and that their sales numbers are not driven by inflation, that does speak to the fact that consumers are basically kind of trading down, is how you might classify it. They're just going to less costly places to buy the things they need, like food and drink, and non-discretionary items. So in reaction to that, Target is now dropping 5,000 prices on 5,000 items. So trying to compete in that market as they lose shares to Walmart in terms of sales. So just interesting. Let's take a look at a couple of slides for you, starting with existing home sales for 2024 of April. You can see that the inventory supply is up, and this is good. We're at about 3.5 months right now, so good to see that. We're not yet back to a normal market, but happy to see that there's more inventory out there, because I do feel like it's driving business a little bit as we move into these summer months. Days on market down from 33 days to 26, so that does say that homes are moving a little bit faster, and you can see the median home price up to $408,000 nationally. It was up month over month and year over year. However, I do want to point out that the major contributor to that was home values over $1 million in California. That's what drove that number up. A lot of activity in that market last month for 1 million plus. And then also the Fed minutes did come out this week, still getting a lot of talk from the Fed about inflation, the fact that they want inflation to come down. It's not moving down fast enough. Some of them saying that inflation, they just don't really know what's driving it. It's just too broad to figure out what the problem is. But here's a chart to contradict that. If you look at inflation, orange represents the shelter cost, car insurance represents is blue, and other gray is gray, everything else. And you can see from January of 2022 to present, and in fact till July of last year, really everything else has come down reasonably well as it relates to inflation, but we just haven't made any ground with shelter and car insurance. And in fact, car insurance continues to go up, and these are things that the Fed cannot control. So hence a problem with inflation, and we continue to see that drive the inflation numbers up just a little bit month over month, not giving us much room. So this is why unemployment really kind of is the benchmark right now for when we might start see the Feds consider when to do short-term interest rate cuts, which would be great sooner versus later. But again, not getting much useful numbers out of those jobless claims and so forth. So just interesting what the Fed are saying. No commitment to any cuts at this point, but at least we know, that they're not going to hike, and that's important. Let's take a look excuse me, really quick at the MBS markets. We did lose some ground this week, unfortunately. We are making up a little bit today. Hopefully we'll hang strong in there. But right now, if you're looking to purchase or refinance, you should expect your rate somewhere at 7%, just over possibly for conventional financing, maybe a little bit lower for government if you need an FHA or VA loan. But that's where we're at right now. I do have a book recommendation for you, Boys in the Boat. Really good book. It's not a quick read by any means. It's not going to keep you on the edge of your seat, but a lot of, it's a story of the 1936 rowing, U.S. rowing Olympic champions, their backstory. And it also gives you, because this overlaps with the Olympics being in Germany at that time, that's when Hitler came to power. A little bit of information even about what led up to the Holocaust and some backstory on that, and things I don't feel like I learned in high school that I thought were really, really interesting. Good book, though, if you're looking for a little bit of inspiration. Good book. This week is Memorial Day. For those of you who do serve, those that have served, those that we lost along the way, I do thank you for your service and sacrifice. Enjoy your weekend. Otherwise, I will see you next week. And thank you for watching and liking and sharing my videos. Have a great day.